You're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sharon. Please subscribe before watching. In this video, we shall be looking at personal expenses, which is a subtopic under personal finance, and we shall define what expenses are. We shall look at the categories of expenses, and we shall look at how to manage expenses, how to manage personal expenses. Personal expenses refers to the spending for individual purposes or family related spendings. When you spend on yourself or your family, it's what we call personal spending, and personal spending makes up personal expenses. Categories of expenses: we have things like debt payments, i.e. repaying for a loan, student loan, credit card, and other things. It can be on education, things like tuition, daycare. It can be entertainment and recreation, like sports, hobbies, concerts. Then it can be on food like grocery, KFC, and other things. It can be rent, housing rent. It can be personal like clothing, gym, dressing. You can also spend on gifts like birthday gifts. You can spend on savings. Maybe you're saving for your retirement, your education, or for some emergency. You can also spend on transportation to buy fuel and other things. And then you can also spend on utilities, things like phone charges, water, electricity. And those are some of the categories of expenses. Let's look at how to manage expenses. How can an individual manage his or her expenses? The first thing is to do the math. Doing the math, it means writing the things that you need down on a paper and then sum all of them up. Then you'll be able to come to a conclusion whether they're within your means or they're out of your means. And once you do that, it will help you to manage your expenses. It will help you to decide on what you should buy and what you shouldn't buy, what you should spend on and what you shouldn't spend on. Another way to manage your expenses is to live within your means. Don't spend more than you earn, and once you do that, you'll be able to save for the future. Then stick to your budget. Once you've made an estimation of what you are willing to spend, stick to it. Don't change it just because you've seen something new or just because you've seen something that you want. It will help you to manage your expenses. Another way to manage your expenses is to get it for free. When you have a chance to get something for free, please go for it. Put the pride aside, put the ego aside, and get that thing, because once you get something for free, you'll use the money that you would have spent on that thing for something else, or you can save that money for the future. Then spend on priorities. Make a priority list. Spend on what you need before you can spend on what you want. It will help you to manage your expenses. It will help you to reduce on your expenses, and you'll be able to save for the future. Another way to manage your expenses is to reduce on gifts. Stop spending on things that you haven't planned for. Giving is good. Give away, yes, but don't give away all the time. It will help you to reduce on your expenses, and you use the money for other things. Maybe you can save that money, maybe you can invest that money, but it does not mean that don't give away gifts at all. Give away, but not all the time. Reduce on the gifts that you give. It will help you to manage your expenses. Another way to manage your expenses is by having spending goals, and you can only have spending goals by having a personal budget. It will help you to know what you're supposed to spend on and how much you're supposed to spend. Another way you can manage expenses is by sharing expenses. Share it with someone. Don't put all the burden on yourself. Share it with someone who is willing to help. Once you share expenses, it will help you to reduce on the burden on yourself. It will help you to reduce on the expenses, and you'll be able to manage your expenses very well. You can also manage expenses by finding out the best buy. Compare prices of 2 or more products so that you can find out the product with the best price so that you can spend on that. So find the best buy. Don't just buy. First carry out research into the prices of those products and choose the product with the best price. Another way to manage your expenses is by bargaining when necessary. Don't just buy, because most of the times the first price is not the last price, and when you bargain you can be able to reduce on your expenses. Will Rogers said, too many people spend money they earned to buy things they don't want to impress people that they don't like. Don't be among those people, because it will not take you anywhere. There is no future in it. Yes, so manage your expenses. It will help you to save for the future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and watch my next video. We shall be talking about personal savings and personal finance.